So I wake up to this comment on the Tyler Perry video.
Tyler Perry got women fighting for their lives.
I 100% agree with him. When you get a man that unconditionally loves you and everything you love and stays and fights to keep you, nothing is a deal breaker. Oh my goodness. Number one, of course he's going to fight to keep you. You're his meal ticket. He's a grown man and you're paying for him to live. So personally, I didn't think that this was real. I thought that this was a troll account, but I go to her page and this is the image that she has up. So I guess this is a picture of her and her man. My man, thank you for my man. And you know, look, I'm embarrassed for him that she is positing to the world that he can't take care of himself and that she's caring for him, right? And I know you can't judge a book by the cover, by its cover, but when you look at that image, what do you think that relationship is like? Do you think he's faithful? Do you think this relationship comes without the ups and downs of just regular everyday relationships? So you have all the ups and downs plus paying all of the bills for a man. And then on her page as well, you see all of these AI generated images and videos of her face supplanted on these European and Caucasian women who are younger and thinner and in these different Hollywood scenarios, as if she's trying to escape her own life, trying to escape her own reality, trying to escape her own being. I responded back to her where I said, more power to you. Success is a personality trait. And if you're okay with the traits of a man who can't succeed, that's on you. And she wrote back, that's not what he's saying. Success is not just money, but the ability to love yourself and give unconditionally. Honor is success. Oh my God. You know, honor ain't going to keep Con Edison from coming in there and turning off your lights. We all are living the life that we think that we deserve. We are all living a life based on programming. From what it is that I know from being a successful woman and from being around people who have not been able to succeed. Success is not an accident. It is built up of the habits and patterns and choices that we make each and every day. And if a woman is okay with the type of man who has the habits and patterns that are aiding to his lack of ability to be able to be successful, more power to her. If that is what she likes, if that is what she wants in her life, the thing about it is that we have to look at the programming that we have been under, that we find something like that acceptable. Not even a person who is evenly yoked, but a person who is coming in the position of a boy. Now we're talking about a man here, right, who has all of the evolutionary and genetic programming of males and maledom and the desire to conquer and succeed and protect and well, you know what, people are saying that men are not genetically predisposed to protecting unless it is that which they own or feel dominion over. And let's expound upon that. When I asked earlier whether or not we feel that that man is faithful, right? Where does that man go to feel like a man? If all he is contributing is the light bill, that means that she has to pay for all of the food. She's going to be pregnant, working multiple jobs. She's going to be taking care of the kids, the household, everything else. And what he's coming with is the honor of what? The success of honor. While he's sitting there, while she has to pay for his underwear and the toilet tissue that he uses to wipe his behind. Where does he go to feel like a man? Where does he go to feel virile? Where does he go to feel strong? Where does he go to release his pent-up energy? And it ain't in the person that makes him feel like a son. I'm not even saying that she's sonning him. Like, boy, you said, no. The mere fact that he can't care for himself and that she's in the position of mother puts him in the position of son. naturally and automatically, because he knows that he can't survive without her. He knows. And the thing about it is, who wants to walk around showing up in the world like that? What man? Even I as a woman, part of the reason that I'm successful is because I understand in this present day and the society that we are in, that it takes money to have power, that it takes money to govern and to navigate. It takes money to protect. That means that he is not providing and he cannot even protect. Because at the end of the day, he can't get them in a neighborhood that's safe. He can't fight off everybody, right? And he doesn't even have the ability to, because the food that he's eating to even give him the energy to fight is being provided for by the woman that he's supposed to be protecting. Hold on. You know what? I went off topic. Let me get back. Let's break this down right here. Did you peep what she said? Loves you and everything you love. Does that sound realistic, that you'll be in a relationship with somebody who will love everything that you love? Lets me know that she is the leader, that she's the one with dominion in this relationship, and that he is just coming in on her program, loving everything that she loves. That sounds like, first of all, it doesn't sound real to me. And second of all, it sounds like a person who is inducting a male into her life as kind of like her accessory. I love this and he loves it too because I love it. It doesn't even sound mutual. It's not like, and we love everything that the other loves. And even that is unrealistic, but you can see that there's a mutuality to it, instead of him just being inducted into her life and her lifestyle as a prop. The best way that you can love somebody else is by first loving yourself. And loving yourself is self-care. And caring for yourself requires that you as an adult in this society are able to do the things that you need to do to care for your adult self. I mean, let alone a family and a children. Like, if your woman is paying all of the bills, you can't even care for your children. She's doing everything. And judging from the nature of men, from the evolutionary nature of man, I wouldn't even want to set myself up in a situation like that. But you know what? To each her own, and everybody is different. So I'll just say this. How you do anything is how you do everything. And part of the reason that I gravitate towards men who have achieved a level of success is because the same way that they don't show up for themselves to make money, in the same way that they don't show up for themselves to craft and engineer their lives, is the same way that they don't show up for you. If he's not showing up for himself, he is not going to show up for you. Do you think I'm joking? In my 20s, I approached a man, a handsome, big-body, brolic man, who I ended up dating. And I realized that there were patterns. In the same way that when we first locked eyes, that he decided that he wasn't going to take the chance and the risk, and I took the chance and the risk, was the same way in work and life that he didn't take the chances and the risks. Hear what it is that I am saying. I'm running out of time, so I want to hear your thoughts below. An unsuccessful man is an unsuccessful man. You can't just add water him. You can't just sprinkle some water on a pauper and then he turns into a prince. Pauper, that was too New York. Anyway, leave your comments below. I can't leave the video without talking about the no deal breakers part. Just a facet of self-love means that there must be deal breakers. And when we know the general conversation with men, they're constantly talking about cheating and having other women, etc., right? There's also talks of violence. If we don't have deal breakers, that means we don't have boundaries. And when we don't have boundaries, we're not practicing self-love, because we're not practicing self-love or self-care, because there must be boundaries. There must be a clear delineation between what is acceptable and what is not acceptable. Just because somebody loves you doesn't mean that everything is going to be acceptable. Anyway, comments below.